Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time for our day one patch review. We have the expansion announcement, the pre-orders go live. 28 buffs went live in Hearthstone. It was a great patch. I actually had a great time not only playing Hearthstone, but just looking at everybody's reactions as Cataclysm just looks awesome. Everybody loves Colossals. Everybody loves free stuff, and it's pretty cool for cards to get their last chance. But at least for me, I took that card there, a Splendiferous Whizbang, and won. He's actually okay. He's not like super competitive, but it's a lot of fun to play. And we're going to talk about all the good that came with the patch yesterday. And of course, there is some bad particular monetization stuff, gambas, all that crazy stuff. And I want to talk about how you can earn a free card literally today, starting today, about 4 hours or so after this video goes live. And it looks like a really fun card. So lots to talk about. Plus, we still have our giveaway going on for the Cataclysm pre-orders. We have 2 regular pre-orders and 1 mega bundle I'm giving away out of my pocket. To enter that giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until the rewards track refresh goes live, I will add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go baroque. So I tweeted this out. I'm actually climbing with, yes, this guy here, Whizbang. I might actually try and finish the legend climb with him, which we will try and do on my Twitch channel later today, twitch.tv/Zeddy. It will probably not end well because we'll talk about it, but regardless, we'll try that. The buffs were pretty huge, and I showed my record here. At one point, I was like 6-1. I'm playing on my EU account where I have a 10-star bonus, not quite legend yet, so I went from Diamond 5, end of the day at Diamond 3. I also lost Diamond 3 at one point, but you can see I was actually winning some games as long as you don't get the Demon Hunter deck. The Demon Hunter deck is pretty darn terrible, but they buff the decks quite a lot, and they're way more competitive. And if you have Whizbang, please don't craft him. Don't go out of your way to crafting him. But if you have him, give him a shot. You might be surprised that you can win a bit more than you're expecting, because even in like, take a look at HS Guru, the last like little bit, I'm recording this at like 11 p.m. my time, so like less than 12 hours since the patch went live. But you can see here, Whizbang, 48%. He shot up like over 10% win rate. It's not obviously meta competitive, it's sub 50, but still something to look at. And if we look at Legend, it is actually hanging around 46%. So it's kind of playable. Again, you're not going to climb with him, but it's a lot more fun to play when you're winning nearly half of your games, or if you get lucky like me. I will admit, I did face quite a few other Whizbang enjoyers and people trying stuff out. The win rate will only go down, but it was just kind of a cool example. And outside of the buffs, I'm not sure what's really popping off yet. We will have best deck recommendations tomorrow when I get more stats coming in. But overall, buffing all those cards, people are really excited to try stuff out. And if anything breaks the game, well, it's going to rotate. It's going to rotate in like a month. They can always hotfix stuff if they need to. And Wild is so screwed with Warlock, which we'll talk about in a future video. I don't know what else you can really do to mess that format up. So again, the buff side of things was really cool. Probably the most impactful card is the early access legendary that went live last night, or yesterday, sorry, not last night, this morning. Warmaster Blackhorn, which to me on paper looks pretty awful. It's a 7-mana 6/6 tech card, right? Where Battle Cry, destroy all cards that cost 2 or less in both players' hands and decks. And I tweeted, what's the point of this card if there's no more Shadow Steps to blow up? Because I actually saw a lot of people being pretty upset about this card. It really hurts the combo decks in particular, where they save a lot of cheap burn or combo cards like Broxigar, right? The portals can destroy that. So this actually targets combo decks pretty hard. And I'm just like, hey, not bad. For once they get targeted. We got mocked for years for being upset about cards like Ticket. It's like, it's a 6-mana, it's terrible, you know, get good. And now all of a sudden this card's wrecking the combo players that like to mock the slower players, and they're mad. They're mad their cards are blowing up. To me, those cards are always unfun, right? They're really polarizing. I was surprised that this is an early access legendary, right? It's a pretty toxic thing. Either the card is useless, you're facing another slower deck or mid-range deck deck and it doesn't hit a lot, or you're crushing a combo deck, or it finishes off an aggro deck that has nothing left, right? So it's one of those kind of polarizing cards that leaves somebody feeling really bad and somebody probably like me, because I like playing the slower stuff, feeling pretty good. And it is funny to see the roles reversed where a card like, yeah, Ticketus, I can't count how many people like, oh, Reddit wants Ticketus nerf for these slow deck enjoyers are such, you know, just play for tempo, play for the get bored or whatever. Now they got this going on. They're quite upset. So we'll see how the numbers look for this card. By the way, it doesn't even have tradable. It's a 7 mana 6/6. I would be surprised if it's a big meta card, but like right now, Quest Warrior, the Quest deck, running it as their 7-drop for Elise. And, you know, that's actually pretty good for them. They don't really care about, you know, fighting for tempo, and it can help them against the combo decks they struggle against. So we'll see how it develops. But yeah, this is kind of being a bit of a polarizing card so far, but it's, again, funny to see the roles reversed. And I did mention that Twist got mentioned, kind of, not really at all, where there was a PC Game article that said Hearthstone's year of change begins with a twist on one of WoW's biggest expansions. Obviously, nothing to do with Twist, and I think even Imic on this screen grab from the spotlight where you can see right there's Twist. It kind of exists on somebody's desktop, but yeah, they actually in the spotlight did not mention it, did not hint towards it. We have gone so far without hearing about it. It's just a matter of time till they delete it, right? Like, I guess they just don't want bad news surrounding the hype of an expansion and all this cool stuff going on, or the big teaser for BlizzCon, which we'll cover in another video, where I figure it has to be Monk. What else is it going to be? But regardless, we'll talk about that probably over the weekend. There's just so much stuff going on that, yeah, people are, again, pretty upset that there's no mention of Twist, nothing like that. So I thought, yeah, well, this is our coverage of Twist by making really sarcastic jokes on stuff like that. And another big win. We did talk about this yesterday, but like, this is huge. The fact that we're going to get the first 2 expansions of last year, right? The Lost of Ingoro and Into the Emerald Dream. Every single player in Hearthstone will get access to the full expansion, the mini sets, regular, golden, all that stuff, I believe in early March, and will carry through all the way to Cataclysm, so much so that it got the attention of a pretty prominent guy you might have heard of, in Regis Kilbin, saying this is actually so cool. What an amazing way to get players back into the game, immediately make them feel powerful, and get them to fall in with the cards, cosmetics, classes, and gameplay. Marvel Snap, I'm looking at you. And if you don't know, I used to play Snap. I was in one of the early adopters in beta. I was in their little creator program very early on, and I even said I would play Snap again if they did something like this. I've been wanting a reason for years to go back, and they've never given me one. So just getting attention all around, and it's just an awesome thing, right? There's no negative. I guess it sucks that you don't get to keep the cards permanently, but that's better than not giving them at all, right? Like, that is a really, really cool thing. And obviously I'll plug it when it goes live, and hopefully some more players come back. Also, I did want to talk about, yeah, that free card you guys can get today. There is the new event starting today, Wave 1 for Cataclysm, Fire, and Storm. Basically, unlock 2 of the Sands of Time. This is the brand new neutral spell. Any class could play it. Looks really cool for like Discover Mage, the quest or whatever. Or you could play with Morchi, where you have 1 mana, rewind, discover a spell from any class, or just your class after you rewind. So really cool card. You can also get a tavern ticket, across the Timeways pack, a tavern ticket, a golden across the Timeways pack, a new really cool Shaman Ragnaros portrait, as well as the golden Sands of Time card, and a Cataclysm pack. All that goes live. Well, I'll link this down below if you want to take a look at it. The quests, you take turns, play cards, and the quests look very basic, nothing crazy. They seem to have learned from some of their really rough quests that they had, or event quests they had earlier, and it's just basic stuff. Play the game, you'll get the things, and you can get that card early and try it out. So you can unlock that, get the first weekly done today. 400 points, you unlock that card right out the gate. So again, make sure to log in today, get that stuff going. That's really exciting. But there was some negatives, or people being a little bit worried, and we don't have the full details, but this Reddit thread basically saying, what do we think about this? Where it goes over that dev comment mentioned in the Hearthstone Spotlight, they're going to introduce new class sets. These are going to take the place of mini sets, and they're going to be focused on a few classes will get a set of cards rather than every class getting a few cards. So we don't know the pricing, we don't know how many cards, legendaries, all of that. We do know it's gonna have more of a focus on classes, which is good, but it'll also be like, well, some classes get stuff and nobody else does. Are we just gonna all play those classes, right? It'll be interesting to see, but I can't help but be pessimistic that every single time they have reworked monetization or anything with any mode, whether it's arena, standard, twist, duels, it's always been for the worst. So I can't help but be pessimistic. But again, we don't know details on it, but it is something that the second we know about it, I will let you know. And I'm hopeful it's better. Like, what if it's behind money only, right? Like, what if you can't get it with gold, like the mini set? What if it's double the cost and you're not getting nearly as much? What if it's behind a Gamba or something? I don't know. I wouldn't expect them to do anything like that. I feel like they're going to be more predatory with their Gambas and stuff and they keep giving us more and more free stuff, right? So it feels like the actual card aspect of Hearthstone, they've been a lot better, and then everything else is worse. So I don't know. I'm purely speculating, probably coping, but I'm hoping it's not a disaster because I really just don't want it to be. But be aware that, yeah, mini sets as we know them are gone. We're going to be getting class sets, and we don't exactly know what that means. So again, wait and see, because mini sets were the most free-to-play friendly and accessible thing in Hearthstone. And yeah, on the flip side of all this, the new Gamba went live in China, where they have the Hogger pet, the varying mythic skin. It will cost $200 total, according to the buy rates in China, where the full for all the pulls, right? This is Imic pulling the assets here, 20,000 runestones, which is $200 USD. So if I'm looking at Canadian, it's probably like 250, 275 for two. Well, not just two cosmetics, you get other crap, but it's insane, right? At least the odds are actually displayed in the game now. You still get your free roll where the odds are super little to get any of that stuff, but you can see the odds in game, which is a big deal. You just click this, the eye there, and it will update every time you pull. So again, I appreciate the transparency, but it's gross. But if this is what it takes, I guess, for them to give 2 free expansions, free stuff all the time, is that evil worth it? I don't know, but it's certainly a thing that appears to be happening, continuing to happen. And no, I'm not planning on buying any of this stuff. But again, if it's worth it to you, I guess it is worth it to you. That's kind of all the major update stuff. Of course, let's take a look at the shop as that was updated. So in the shop, of course, we have our pre-order for the mega bundle at like $100 Canadian. You get a bunch of stuff, including in the social blogs. This was actually showing as a Demon Hunter portrait. It is a rogue portrait, and I have bought the pre-order, so I will show you the portrait in case you are interested.
Sinestra versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Behold, power beyond your comprehension. This will be the year of my victory. You have done well. I so appreciate it. Such power! You cannot make an omelet without breaking eggs. My brood will gnaw your bones. Feel my hatred!
Job's done.
I must feast on mana. I must rest. Apologies. Don't think you truly won.
So a pretty darn cool one, and you get the usual stuff where you will get random signature colossal, 4 tavern tickets, 80 packs, 10 golden packs, as well as a card back and a golden legendary. I do like that the signature is not just a random legendary, it's a colossal. If you are ever looking at spending a significant money in Hearthstone, the mega bundle is always the best way to go. It's the best value for your dollar outside of maybe the Tavern Pass. The Tavern Pass is pretty good at like 20 bucks. The Mega Bundle is again a pretty good value, but again, it's like a full price game and you're not getting all the cards. You're getting like a good chunk. You can make a couple of decks, right? It's still insanely expensive at the end of the day, but I will always say if you are looking at spending any money, it is probably the best way to go. There's also the standard bundle, which has like 60 packs, 2 legendaries, a card back. And if you buy both of them, you then get 2 free legendaries for the low price of buying all this crap. It's free, right? I guess it's a bonus. I always hate that they say that it says free, right? I never love that. And then you get the honor of being able to spend even more money to buy 20 more packs, get a random signature, and oh wait, there's this card, Victor Nefarious, which we have not reviewed yet. You get a diamond version, which you'll be able to play in the early access brawl, pay to win. We will review this card in our card review later today. I'll show it to you guys now because this is actually not the correct version. It's already been buffed / changed. It will be updated further, but yes, we're gonna be able to craft a custom undead dragon. Really cool. But again, I will review that later. There's a couple cards being revealed later today. We'll lump it in there, but yes, you can get that early for the low price of $75 Canadian plus $62.50 Canadian, $100 Canadian. And yes, I bought it on my main account. This is my job after all. Plus, I like this stuff and all that. So that's the stuff I bought. What a wacky coincidence that they buffed a bunch of cards and now all their signatures are available. All these cards are rotating. If you really like these signatures, go for it. But they're all rotating. But yes, they got buffed. That does not come off looking very good. And they did add a couple of new hero skins in the Ancient Warrior home bundle. It's like what, $10 USD, $12.50 Canadian. I've stopped buying all these like basic portraits. I only get like the premium stuff these days, so no previews on these, but they are available. And the Broken Shore Tyrion bundle, $10 USD, $12.50 Canadian, 5 Paladin packs. Just note, whenever they're this price, they have no entrance animation, no tray, no special hero power. You're just getting the, you know, the image, and you're getting their voice lines. That's about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this patch in the comments down below. I thought it's a great one. I'm really excited for this year. It's a great start. The next expansion looks amazing. And well, speaking of that, we will have more cards to review later today, including a new Hunter Colossal. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.